today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going to go over some holster options for the Polymer 80 pistol. Over the last year, the Polymer 80 has really caught on, and a lot of people are making this do-it-yourself at-home pistol kit. The Polymer 80, for those of you who don't know, is a home-built pistol. Comes as an 80% frame that you complete by milling out certain parts of it and then adding Glock parts to it. So essentially you have a homemade Glock. And while it's very Glock-like, it's not exactly a Glock. And one of the differences is in the 9mm and 40 caliber versions, it doesn't interface well with Glock holsters for those pistols. So if you make a Polymer 80 and 9mm as a direct equivalent of a Glock 17, for example, and you grab your Glock 17 holster, it doesn't always fit. Matter of fact, most times it won't. And so you've gone out, you built a nice little pistol, you want to use it, but you don't have any holster options. Well, that's not exactly the case. There are options that will work for you. And today we're going to show you some of the different options you can try out to make your Polymer 80 pistol holster friendly. Okay, the first holster that we're going to review today for compatibility with the Polymer 80 is the Blackhawk Epoch holster that's capable of bearing a light. In this case, I have Polymer 80 in there, and it's got a TLR1 light. Just to show you. There you go. There's the light. It fits right in. Okay, the second type of holster that will be compatible with the Polymer 80 frame is the Blackhawk Omega light bearing holster. In this case, still bearing the light, and that's really one of the things that gives the holsters the forgiving. If you carry it in a light bearing mode, you have a lot more options. As you can see, fits right in. Closes right up. Okay, if there was ever a holster that was universal, it's right here. The U.S. government M12 holster, or known as Bianchi Universal Military Holster 84. And it truly is the closest to universal out there, and it swallows up Polymer 80s just fine. Easy in, easy out. In addition to being effective for the Polymer 80 pistol, the M12 UM84 holster is pretty universal, as the name implies. You can check out our other video. We'll put the link down below in the description on what other pistols we put in that holster, but I can tell you pretty much just about anything fits in it. It does live up to its name, universal, pretty darn good. Okay, here's where it starts to get tricky with Polymer 80 pistols, is when you start getting your form-fitting holsters. For example, here we have the Polymer 80 stuffed in a Serpa style holster. However, this Polymer 80 is configured in the Glock 17 configuration, but if you go grab a Glock 17 Serpa holster, it's not going to fit. What I've done is I've put the Polymer 80 into a Glock 21 holster. So you have to upscale because of the thickness of the Polymer 80 frame. But it works just fine. The Serpa safety lever still engages. So it still works as it's intended to work. Basically, you're just upscaling the holster to the next biggest model, and everything that applies for any Kydex holster where it's form-fitted, you just remember that, hey, I built this Polymer 80, I built it like a Glock 17 or a Glock 22, but in fact I have to treat my holsters like they're Glock 21s. The Polymer 80 holster is a unique little design of a holster. It's a Glock without being a Glock. However, because it's not exactly a Glock, a lot of Glock holsters don't work for it exactly as you would think they would. What we've demonstrated today is some options available for you. I am sure there are multiple more out there, and as we come across them, we'll be happy to bring them to you. Your Blackhawk options that were shown are good holsters. They do the job. They're also expensive. The UM84/M12 holster, you can find those easily below $50, and most of your surplus stores are online, eBay, Amazon, as such. And it's a good holster, and it does the job well, and it holds just about any pistol. In addition to the Polymer 80s, you can check out our other video on the UM12 and see how that performed. Thank you for tuning in to Pegasus Test. We hope you comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future gear test videos.